almost did that with my first husband.
What happened?
I decided to leave. I pulled out of my Porsche one day and said, "See ya, baby, see ya."
Yeah. Well,
We never fought. We never spoke honestly, and he had a little too much to drink most nights. Bad. I saw him as an alcoholic 10 years later, which is what happened. And we never talked. Not really talked. You have to talk to somebody. You need a soulmate in your corner. You know, you just need that soulmate for the bad times. My husband's a pain in the neck, but he's sure great in the bad times.
you got to find somebody that's part of the solution, not the problem.
Well, that would be a nice way to do it, but very often they don't feel like the solution. They just feel like a pain in the ass, but you stick with it and see where it goes.
Right. How old are you now?
How what?
How old are you now?
25.
25 years old.
Yeah.
So if
You're not laughing at me, are you?
no, I believe you.
Okay, good. I thought you
believe
were laughing. I thought I saw a smile.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But if you were to go back in time, when you were coming out of school, right? If you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what's the best advice you tell to your younger self?
I would have told myself that all the F's and D's that I got in school didn't amount to anything, that all you really needed to do is use your mouth or use what asset you had to get ahead. I would have told myself not to be so scared. But in a way, I was so scared it probably helped me succeed, because the most insecure people are usually the build the biggest businesses. They're not really healthy.
Yeah. So you weren't a great student in school.
Oh, no, but I was charming. The report my parents always got was, "She's so nice, but she's not very smart."
Yeah.
I'm actually not very nice, and I am very smart. I've learned.
But you're an expert communicator, though. And let's say somebody, they don't have a lot of credibility, maybe they don't have an established family or great relationships. How can somebody start leveraging their communication skills to start getting in front of the right people?
Well, you have the advantage of being yourself. Nobody's putting pressure on you to be somebody else. You can be authentic to yourself, and you could communicate in your own style and decide exactly what direction you want to go in. You're free as a bird. I'm so thankful I didn't have affluent parents. I was free at 18 getting out of that house, quitting my job as a waitress and starting a business. I mean, a rich kid couldn't do that. You know, they think, what will people think of me? Or maybe not get the job as a waitress or whatever. I had none of that. I could do whatever I wanted. I was a whole person when I was very young.
And your last message to somebody watching this right now, trying to become Barbara Corcoran wealthy in today's world, how can somebody become a multi-millionaire in today's world? Give them one last nugget, one last gem to take with them from this interview.
Okay,
This was incredible.
I would say be yourself. You have to authentically be yourself. People know the difference. The minute I became myself and stopped with the fancy hair and tried not to be the fancy lady to fit in, my business soon, and it's always been true. Everyone likes the authentic, real deal. You got to be yourself. Build on what you have.